Hey friends, it's Joe from DadBod today. It's around 56 degrees in Tokyo and 5:29 in the morning or so. We're gonna go for a 2-mile recovery run, so you should be able to catch a sunrise. It looks like my phone's working, so let me get one more thing set up and we will start. 2 things set up. Let me put you on my head first. Phase 1, put you on my head. It's a little brisk today. Eventually I'm gonna have to stop wearing shorts. Well, actually I'll never stop wearing shorts. Eventually I'm gonna have to add leggings, which is one of the most masculine things you can do. Alright, let me get my pants tied because they're a little loose today. This is our first time, not our first time, but we're on a new data plan. So I can see today if it actually works. Like if we could live stream continuously. Let me get my running thing set up. Bing. There we go. And let's go to YouTube, see if we could see chat. Let's go to your videos. That's not encouraging. I need to go to the channel. Hey, that looks correct. Alright, welcome to Tokyo. Nice and easy. So, we got a nice 2-mile recovery jog. Monday we came out here and did 5 miles. Yesterday, we got a nice pumpkin-sized pump, is what we were calling it. So that was fun, is what we were calling it. So that was fun. And then today, we have just a light 2-mile jog. Still learning how to use this thing called pocket Wi-Fi, so it kind of hangs out in my pocket. See if it works out or not. As long as I keep my arms up, I shouldn't mess it up. Yeah, we've been live streaming on YouTube half consistently for maybe 2 weeks. 2.5 weeks, making new friends. So in some ways, I'm kind of new here. I've live streamed on Twitch for 3 years now. And then we had a YouTube video that popped up. Yo, Dio! Where do you want to go, bro? You mean like in my life? In general? Physically on this run? It's a very deep question to start the morning. I want to go catch a sunrise by the Tamagawa River. I want to get my health and mobility. Just call me Hercules. I want to go the distance, right? Now today we got a light 2-mile recovery run in Tokyo. But it's nice to meet you, friend Rio. Where are you based in the world? Woo. This is the one busy road. Yo, Galactica is dead. Where did they dare you to run fast and scream, "Get away from me!" Yeah, that'd freak out some of our Japanese friends. There's the sunrise is starting. Get away! Especially if you like added like, "Don't touch me!" You're like, what the heck is happening to that person? It's some kind of invisible demon. Alright. Keep it up, y'all. Nice and mellow today. It's only 2 miles. I am quite sore. And I'm rocking like, I don't know, just over 4 hours of sleep. Because a laser cutting project took me late into the night. But I have a pretty good circadian rhythm, so pop at 4:30 ready to go. That said, on days when you don't get enough sleep, your body doesn't recover well mentally, but also physically. So definitely sore. Yo, konnichiwa. You would actually say Ohayo gozaimasu, which means good morning. Nice to meet you, friend. Welcome to Tokyo. We're going for a nice and light 2-mile run to my favorite river. Monday we did 5 miles. Today it's just 2. So this is a bit of a recovery. This is a beautiful little Japanese garden. But we should get out to the river just in time to catch the sunrise. Bro, this place is 10 minutes. 10 times safer than Philadelphia. Heck yeah. Japan is so flippin' safe. I mean, just like anywhere in the world, there are pockets or areas where you need to be more mindful than others. But holistically, Japan is way, way safer than the US. Way less theft. Way less theft. Way less crime. Definitely less murder. Less rape and abuse. There's still issues, but the numbers, if you compare them to Philadelphia, Chicago, LA, New York, smash on US. You know what there's a lot less of? Which is something that me and my wife are like very sensitive to. A lot less school shootings. Basically none. Because kids don't have access to guns. It's crazy. US has craziness, man. It's just part of the culture. We've only lived in Japan for 2 years, but it's like once you come here, it's really hard to consider going back because of the crime, because of the lack of safety. It's just very challenging to consider. 100 times safer than Delhi. Is that where you're based from? Let me read your name really fast. Shubham Pardeshi. Pardeshi, nice to meet you. Subham. Yeah, it just depends on where you live in the world. Culture is a big part of it. I'm not saying that the US has a culture of crime, but there are certain cultural conditioners, also mixed with like systemic inequity and poverty, that impact the prevalence of crime. So like in Japan, this actually just happened to me. Like if you lose something, your wallet, your purse, your phone, if I drop my phone right here, kept running, it's not 100% guaranteed, but most likely if somebody saw it, they'd pick it up, and you know where they'd put it? They'd leave it right here. And hundreds of people would walk past it, and no one would take it if it's not theirs. It'd stay there sometimes for days until eventually it became garbage, right? Whereas like, if you're in the US, you see a phone left out for someone to find, and you're like, I don't know, has it been a couple hours, a couple days? Then you start to reason, you're like, well, you know, somebody else is probably gonna doink it or take it, so I might as well take it. Like, very reasonable. But in Japan, it's taught and conditioned that you leave it and make it available for the person who lost it. I lost my phone outside an aquarium. It got run over by a truck. I didn't know that until I found it. But I was like searching, thinking it got lost in a cab. So I was calling the cab company, retraced my steps. It was raining. I had almost given up. And then I looked at a post and there was my phone with a shattered screen. But there it was. And that was so valuable to me because as an international living in Japan, I have to have a US SIM card, a physical US SIM card to keep my US number. And then I have a Japanese virtual or eSIM card for my Japan data plan. So when I bought a new phone on Amazon, I just took the SIM card out of my shattered phone, moved it over, and then went to my phone service provider called SoftBank, and they moved my virtual eSIM. If someone had just stolen the phone, it would have taken me possibly weeks to get a physical eSIM sent to a family member, shipped over to Japan. Like, hot mess. And that's culture. Yeah, so W for Japan. Absolutely. Those are some of the pockets, some of the pockets of culture, or aspects of culture, that I really respect about this country. My wife lost her wallet. It got turned into the police. Every coin and dollar and card was accounted for. Like, it's amazing. Catching a sunrise. I'm gonna get it. Whew. I'm gonna take you out to the river in a minute. But let's get to... Ooh, actually, there's some construction going on, so I might just avoid all that. I don't know why they're out here so early. Bet I can run past it. Yeah, I can run through that. What are you doing? Well, welcome to Tokyo. I am on a long distance run. I'm a big guy, I'm about 300 pounds, but I like long distance running. So today we're up at 4:30 a.m. hitting the trail. We're doing a 2-mile recovery run today, talking about life and culture, engineering, whatever comes my way. So happy to field your questions. Don't really want to be here doing this. It's uncomfy and I'm tired, but we're hitting it anyway. Admiring some big trucks in the early morn. Let's see. It's 2 a.m. in India, but go to sleep. I've never seen construction this early in the morning. I wonder why. It's very strange. Normally, most occupations in Japan start a little later. Whew. They normally start around 9:30. So if I slip out here, 5 a.m. run, it's normally a ghost town, which it is now. But I've never seen people working or constructing this early, so that's fun. So we got a friend in India, Subham Pradesh. Nice to see you. Where are the rest of you from? I still gotta make my way out to India at some point. I think that'd be really fun. I don't know how I ended up on your live, but I'm appreciate for showing a Japanese sunrise. Hey, happy to wake up for y'all. No problem, friend. It's my job. Now, so for any of you who are new here, because there's a couple hanging out, my name's Joe. Nice to meet you, and welcome to the frenzy of my world as I learn how to raise 4 kids in Japan. I have 3 on the ground and 1 on the way, due in February 2024. We moved here about 2 years ago from the US, and I work for Johnson & Johnson on surgical robotics technology. How is it was? If you've only seen one of my videos, let me explain my content. I have a character called the pretentious engineer who provides uninvited engineering feedback to the world's most challenging problems, and then I make some life in Japan content, which is a hoot. Let's turn it around. That's halfway, we're at a mile. I make some life in Japan content. We record VR walks, so as we walk around Japan, I carry a VR camera so that you could see from any perspective. I do cooking live streams, cleaning live streams, running live streams, strength and conditioning. So I'm kind of a variety content creator, which is nice. And then I also have a sub brand called DadBod, where I make training for a half marathon accessible. So I've recorded a 16-week half marathon training program, which includes every run, every strength and conditioning workout, and the journey is set up to be accessible to people who are overweight or heavier set, individuals with pre-existing health conditions or injuries, and it makes it accessible over time. So the first 4 weeks of the program, we just train core strength, posture, so that you can walk safely a 5K. Then we learn how to run a 5K, run a 10K, 15K, finally 20K, which is a half marathon. How gozaimasu. But thanks for the congrats, friend. Appreciate it. We're excited for our next little kid. We got a good tight crew right now. We got 6-year-old, 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old. And then we got one coming in at 0. So it'll be a fresh start. Yo, what's up, Ray? How's it going in Germany? Still raining? It's only been like a couple hours since I've seen you. Man, I'm gassed today. All right, doing good, doing good. We're gonna walk to one of my favorite spots for a little bit of reflection. Squad complete. Nice. Just have to run back to where I came from. So there's a little side trail over here. We'll walk that out, and then we'll figure out what the rest of this looks like. But I sure am tired. Oh yeah. All right. Whew. Actually, I ran that pretty quick, a little faster than half marathon pace, so that's why I'm kind of gassed. So we'll run with you. Nice. Go for it, bud. You still got time. Pop on your shoes, especially because I'm going to take a little pause here at halfway, just over halfway, to admire the sunrise over the river. For some of you folk that don't have access to rivers and sunrises, this should be really special. So right now we're standing in Tokyo, okay? Outskirts of Tokyo, but still technically Tokyo. If we were to swim across this river, you would be in Kawasaki. You may know that term from like motorcycles. That's where they're made, in Kawasaki. The brand is literally the name of the city. At least that's what I think. Maybe I gotta fact check that. The world is full of assumptions, of which I'm guilty of making. But yeah, this is really nice. Sometimes like fish hop through here and stuff. Woo-hoo! That hole almost got me. It's just scary because if it took me, that would have been a long roll. Whoo, that would have been bad. Phone would have got thrown in the water, smashed on the rocks, as well as my body. That would have rolled the ankle of a lesser man, but not I. It just scared the crap out of me. All right, let's walk down this thing. That would have been really bad. See if we can get a little view. Got some nice morning nature sounds. Always good. Oh, somebody dropped a rock in there for me. That's new. Now there's actually hope of me getting across this thing. That's still a pretty big jump for a big guy. It's worth it, right? What's the worst thing that ever happened with wet socks? Problem is, it's like, I'm 300 pounds a man. If I miss that just enough, it's bad for both of us. And me being the conservative guy that I am, I'd like to be able to get it by step, but we got some slick mud. I'm like testing it, like, the grass has some traction. If it slips though, it's just foot submerged. Yeah, let's try it. Whew. Somewhat steady. That rock is also pretty steady. Hey, this will be nice. A little morning sunrise for y'all. Shabhar Pardeshi. Wow, that's the AQI there. AQI, what is AQI? Sorry for my ignorance, friend. So how's the stream, everybody? I'm learning how to do live streams while running. I've recorded lots of videos running, but like, I don't even know if like the quality's high enough. I know I'm very breathy, so you're probably navigating that, but figured get you out to a nice view, give you a restful start to your day, or a restful finish if you're in a subpar pressure. What's the AQI? Yeah, but I don't know what AQI is. It's just a new acronym for me. I want to see if I can get out to the point, but I don't want to get ticks. You know, for someone who gets out every day, every other day, and appreciates and respects nature, I like nature that's cultivated. You know, like the nature without spiders and crap. So like, I want to get you right there, but I was like, I don't want to go through any of that. That's like a hard nope. Oh, air quality? Oh, super high. I mean, Japan works at it very well. So like, if you're comparing air quality between like LA and Japan, oh, I would take Japan every day. What is the best? There's a path. There's almost a path somewhere. What's the air quality index in Delhi? I'm assuming it's pretty bad. I just know, like, I would expect it to be comparable to like Shanghai and stuff, right? All right, lots of nature. Everybody loves nature. Ticks, leeches, spiders. All this for one view. It better be worth it, friends. It better be worth it. Got wet socks because there's a little bit of morning dew that's scraping up on my legs. Things I do for you people. I'm just trolling. I'm just kidding. Ah! Hey, somebody made it out here for a morning beer. That's nice. Normally Japanese don't litter. Someone had noodles, beer, and a CC lemon. That's hilarious. Oh, nice. Worth it. Worth it checking my legs. I don't see any signs of life. I think we made it. Oh, so nice. Japan's waking up and so am I. So friends, one of the reasons I run, because running's hard pretty much every time that I do it, never quite pleasant, is it is also very like therapeutic for me to get away from the other demands of life, away from my screen. I mean, even though I'm reading chat, it's different. You know, I can't be checking email, I can't be hopping on a Zoom. And it just allows me to kind of process everything that's going on in my life, and kind of seek direction. I do come from a faith context as well. So before I was ever like recording videos and live streaming, normally this would be a time when like I would pray and process everything going on. I realized a lot of people don't have spaces for reflection built into their life. And that's kind of what makes walking and running worth it for me, is it gives me that time. So, yo, you live in Tokyo? I do, Seth. I've been in Tokyo for a while. So this is a really nice pause spot in our workout. We still got to get all the way home, but I think I'll give you maybe, what time is it? It's 5:59. I'll give you like 6 minutes. 6 minutes of just being quiet, letting you get a little bit of traffic noise, but a little bit of birds and water. And you can just kind of process through, you know, the week you're having, the week you want to have. If you come from any kind of faith context, you're welcome to pray and kind of seek direction. That's what I'll be doing in my head. And then we'll finish up the journey, and I'll fill your life with noise again as I start breathing and wheezing. So 5:59, I'll give you 6 minutes to enjoy a view, all right, friends? If I see anything in chat, I might text just to keep it quiet. And sorry about your air quality, Subhum. All right. All right, look at you all. That's a full 5 minutes. You run in costume, but Halloween weirds folks out. It totally does. Hey, I love the hearts with the little emergency Red Cross in there. That's awesome. You know, it's really hard for us to continue to carve out spaces of silence. And I don't know where you live within India. Like if you do live in Delhi, I think that's how you say it, Delhi. I know that's one of the most densely populated cities in the world. It's similar to Tokyo. So I'm sure like finding green spaces like this is super rare and difficult. So hopefully this was kind of renewing for you as you were sharing. And you know, we swipe from content to content. Like if you watch YouTube shorts or if you move through different people's lives, like when we're on our phones, we're moving so fast. So it's actually really difficult and really healthy to just take pause for 2 to 5 minutes and be present. So I'm glad that you all got to join me on that. I feel a little better too. I normally start most of my days with some worry and anxiety about what's on the agenda, what needs to be accomplished. I always strive for more than I can do and live in that tension of inadequacy, right? So moments like this are really great for me. So just take pause, do a body and a mind check. Oops, just got a rock in my shoe. No! That could be devastating. I think I might have sent it deeper. Oh well. You know, do a body check, gather myself, and then see where to go from there. Now we got a short jog left. I'm not super thrilled about it, and I kind of have to use the bathroom, which I'm also not thrilled about. Let's see if I can just get it done. Joy. So, but somehow I'm really glad that you enjoyed that time, because it's precious for me. So it's nice to share it with others. It took me a while to figure out how to run far enough away from where I live that it's safe from a digital perspective, so I could still be present and do these things. Ohayou gozaimasu. I think I'm gonna do a quick bio break, just for a moment. Don't worry, I'll put you substantially far enough away from it. Let's see, give you a view. But yeah, welcome to Tokyo, everybody. This is my morning spot. There's Canon making all your cameras, if anyone still uses this. So let's do a test. I'm just gonna put this out here. We'll see if anybody steals my GoPro that's conveniently perched in a very visible way. GoPro test, I'll be right back. Anyone take my GoPro? I have massive lush green surrounding me. I'm from a city called Poon. That's fantastic. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. That's really cool. I've never been to Poon, or Pune? It's Indian, I think it'd be Pune, right? Indian names are still an area of learning for me. I haven't quite figured it out yet. I want to figure all this stuff out. I try to be inclusive. All right, here we go. Our run continues with stairs. Oh, how we adore thee. Up, up, up. Here we go. Oh no. Had that nice little recovery pocket. All right. Here we go. Little by little, making progress. It's nice out today, man. I still think Ray should have been running in a Halloween costume, even if it freaks people out. So today's pace, definitely trying to keep it mellow. This is just my get out on your body run, okay? So when I train long distance, Mondays are gnarly, they're brutal. I typically do my long runs on Monday, Tuesday strength, Wednesday, which is today for me, Wednesdays are light recovery, and that's when I do my pull-up challenge. So I go to a park and I'm trying to teach myself how to do a pull-up as a big man. Thursday's a different strength day. Fridays also suck. Fridays are fartleks, which is an interval version of run training. Basically, you do a low interval. So for me, that's typically 1 minute at a light jogging pace, similar to a half marathon. And then 2 minutes of high interval, so that's running above your half marathon pace, and you keep cycling that. You could also make the interval variable where you adjust the length of the upper interval, which also sucks. Now I'm on a dark path and it's way too long. Stay in it, bud, Ray. Stay in it, bud. You're doing good, Ray. We all believe in you. You are officially the first person to go on in real life runs with me. You've done push-ups with me. Like, it's so cool. Where you're like, ah, Joe's live, I might as well sweat. So respect the way that you're taking care of yourself and showing up. So Fridays I do those fartleks, the interval training, and Saturday's another lift day. Sunday's a rest day, recovery. And then my training works in blocks. It's like 4-week blocks. So for the strength workouts, do the same 3 things 4 weeks in a row. So Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, those are all 3 different workouts, but I repeat those for 4 weeks in a row. So it becomes really easy to measure progress, whether it's better form, lifting heavier, increased reps, right? Like, it's very easy to compare how many push-ups you do if you do push-ups at the same time per week in the same workout 4 weeks in a row. But then after those 4 weeks, I shift all the workouts to something different and then run them for 4 weeks. So that way I never get too comfortable in a given block. So that's fun. And then for the blocks, for the long runs on Monday, right now I'm not specifically training for a half marathon. I'm just trying to maintain my half marathon physique. So On week 1, I do 5 miles. Week 2, 6 miles. Week 7, 7 miles. Week 8, 8 miles. So it takes me from about 7K to around 13K. And then I repeat 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, nice thing about that, for the 5-mile run, I could do that in about 1:15. For the 8-mile run, I can hit that in about 2 hours. So, it's still a fairly large time commitment, but it's lower than if I was, oh no, it's lower than if I was pushing up to like half marathon where I was doing 9, 10, 11, 12 miles. That starts getting out into like 3-hour territory. It's just yucky. How do we feel about stairs today? We love stairs. We're so happy for the opportunity to climb, to get better. Oh no, it's still a hill. Routine, I can't imagine myself doing it. Well, somehow you can do anything. It just takes practice. Those long runs, right? Take an hour, 15, eventually 2 hours. It's once per week. You can set the day. But for the first 8 weeks, you're not even touching anything that's that long. So like, your lifestyle doesn't require it when you're first training up for a half. But then over time, you get used to like a new base level of fitness. Because friends, I'm still like heavy. I'm overweight. I'm winded. The stairs got me, right? But you get a new base level, so I know what I'm capable of. And in order to challenge my body, in order to keep growing, sometimes it does take a heavier weight, going a little farther, doing a couple extra reps, adding a bit of time when you can. You can't always do that. So you find a rhythm of life eventually. Just takes practice. But the cool thing is, if you are interested in eventually finding that kind of level of endurance, I'm working on organizing a Google class. It's all free. That'll have all 16 weeks worth of workouts. Right now I think it has about 8 weeks. I still have 6 more weeks of workouts to edit. But if I work through all that editing and share it out, y'all can train for a half marathon together. Hey, yeah, Ray, come on, do it with me. Exactly. So like, it's probably not always going to be convenient somehow for you to go for a run at 2:14 at night in India. Maybe it is. Maybe that's your peak time. It's different for everybody. For me, it's the 4:35 a.m. But I can get you in a plan where you can check the box every day on if you did the workout or not. There'll be community for everyone to encourage each other. Post pictures of their progress. Take a selfie from the most spot you found on your run, right? Like, try to make it fun, even though we all know it sucks. And then you'll get that accomplishment by the end of it. And then when you get to the end of that journey of 16 weeks, stuck with the question of like, well, now that I've done that, what should my new normal be? What's something that's maintainable and still challenging, or do you want to keep progressing, right? So everyone has different goals. But eventually, if you guys keep hanging on the lives, I'll have a little fancy link to invite people. As you start the journey, you can start encouraging other people to run with you. And then when we do these lives, you just come on and whine about how awful everything is and how much you hate running and how mad you are at me for making you do this terrible, terrible thing, right? And I'll be like, hey, you don't have to be here. You don't have to be doing this. You chose this path. And you'd be like, yeah, you're right. You're right, it's my journey, not yours, not your fault. And you'll suck it up and go do your work. It'll be great. It'll be so nice. Oh, I hate that bridge. It ruins. I'm gonna walk out. This is a recovery. Appreciate it. Surely we'll be part of it. What? Let's go. So maybe a good start, Subham, because I'm trying to collect people for the beta. I haven't launched the beta yet. There's a Discord. There's a link in my bio. If you join the Discord, just if you join the Discord, it'll be a little easier to find you than on YouTube, right? Because eventually, depending on the feelings of the YouTube algorithm, you'll see me or you won't. But keep dropping by lives, keep engaging the content. I'll keep saying hello. I try to keep up with comments when I can. But that way, once the program's available, I'll be able to send it to you. Because if you're in Discord, that's a much more personalized message. I can't like message everyone on YouTube who's ever seen my stuff. But if you're on the Discord, I could be like, hey everyone, the beta is live, and then people can sign up for it. It should be super cool. But yeah, so glad to get to meet you, friend. Ray, how far you run? You hit a mile yet? You're in Germany though, so you're kilometers. So you're probably like two kilometers. I've been going slow. I dawdled, enjoyed my river walk. You might be at 3. How far are you going? At this time in the night, stray dogs chase me. Friend, that is a problem I don't have. There are a lot of stray cats though. I'm allergic to cats. I've never really liked them. I honestly, I struggle to understand cat people and dog people. There's enough humans that need to be fed. We also raising tiny creatures that serve a limited value to society. Yeah, 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. is the wrong time to run. I mean, you could, but yeah, the problem is you know, on a Monday, if I'm running 5 miles, streaming it, yeah, people could jump on and try to jog with me, and maybe I can schedule these live so people know. But if you're starting your journey, you shouldn't be running 5 miles. So that's why I wanted to make a program that goes from 1 to 10 over time, and it starts with me at my least fit. So it's also very real for me. You know, I whine and moan about the discomforts. But friends, we have reached the bridge, which means we're at the end of the journey. So thank you all for hanging out. Really appreciate you. It's very encouraging to be able to go for a workout. I know that folks will be around that are genuinely trying to be helpful. So appreciate y'all. See you on the next run. Keep changing the world. Dude, you subscribed. Thank you so much, friend. And keep pushing up that hill, Ray.